This video is sponsored by all my patrons over at Patreon.
What's going on? It's Winslow once again, and I'm back with another idea. You know how this goes. So this video, I want to talk about taking a do-it-yourself approach to this whole music thing and everything that comes along with it. Obviously, we write the music ourselves. Some of us, I don't know, ghost production. I haven't heard about that in a while, but anyway. But then there's everything else, which is basically comes down to marketing. And I know it's like a buzzword and also like a scary word to anyone that's new, like marketing, what does that mean? But at this point in time, everything's on the internet. Everything you do, social media, whatever, is some form of marketing. This video, even though I'm not even talking about my music directly, just my face being here on YouTube with a bunch of my other things and sharing my opinion. The links are all in the description. They point to whatever I'm doing. It's all marketing in a sense. For me, this is more just sharing information, trying to help out someone, making something that wasn't there when I was looking for it, that kind of thing. But it's still marketing. If I post a meme on Instagram, it's still marketing. So you get the point. And there's all these business related thing to music, and taking a DIY approach, I think, can help you not only have more control, but take a bit more responsibility in whatever path you're trying to go down, you know? To go with that, taking a DIY approach takes a lot of initiative. People who are looking at you, labels, agencies, anyone else on the outside, they can admire someone that does things themselves or always has some kind of plan and the initiative to carry out their ideas. Whether they work or not, they're successful or unsuccessful, you know, just showing that, you know, drive to do something really helps. In my experience, when you're already doing something, you have a set plan, you're carrying it out, people in different places, whether it be higher, lower, whatever you want to call it, they'll see what you're doing and they'll be more apt to maybe help you. It's like if someone higher up has, I don't know, more connections or maybe even money, they can help you because they already see you taking the steps to do better yourself. So that's just something to keep in mind. But some examples of like a DIY approach. So producing music, obviously you're doing it yourself, but something else you could do is just like recording instruments. Maybe record your own vocals. Don't just go raid splice for all the same things someone else has. Again, we're taking more responsibility. We're making things a bit more personal because we're doing it ourselves. Now, there's nothing wrong with that other thing. I mean, all these sample packs, these plugins, whatever, the tools are there for a reason. But making something a bit more personal, something you recorded, something could be a noise, a sound, whatever. It can really help like create more of a personal effect when you're writing, and when someone listens to it, they might feel a little bit more. It could be just having a field recorder. Go record the sound outside your house. Every time you listen to that tune from now on, it'll take you back to wherever you were. A big example on the production music side is starting a label, but that might be quite far off for some of us, definitely me. But you always hear of artists, they don't want to get caught up in other labels, release schedules, things like that. They just want to put out music when they want to. Do it yourself, start your own label, boom. Then back to like marketing, things like that. Again, everything you do is marketing, but you can figure out a way to do it in a way that resonates with you. For me, I just like sharing like on social media, which is mostly Instagram. I like just sharing, you know, daily life stuff, things like that. Because it gives you a sense of what I'm doing when I'm not writing music, and all the things that I do influence the music I write, that kind of thing. You know, all my hobbies, be it photography, be it whatever else, they influence what I do. This channel is another part of that. I like making videos, I like video editing, because it's similar to like being in a DAW. I like shooting things, again, photography, video, I like setting this up, looking for shots, composition, things like that, whatever. But because I like all that, I figure out a way to relate it to my music making. So you get these videos, you get these tutorials, so you get me talking about just sharing ideas, thoughts, that go along with everything else I'm doing, because I'd love to just write music and that be it and not have to worry about anything. Just pay somebody else to worry about that. No, it just doesn't work like that. And also, I don't like to work like that. I like to have a hand in what I'm doing, have some kind of plan, goals to look forward to, and just to share things that help with what I'm doing. So you could find something along those lines and do that same thing. If you don't like being in front of a camera, you can write stuff out. You can make posts, pictures, graphics, whatever. You can just talk to people, you know, that kind of thing. Another thing along with like content or whatever, you have a phone, right? Your phone has a camera. No matter what quality that is, you can do something with it. I mean, take for example, look at all the visuals that went with Red Eye's album on the North Quarter. All those shot, he said his iPhone 7, whatever, just get a tripod or you can just hold it. And just take like a still moving image of like a tree or something and just build up like this visual identity to go with your tunes. And then there you go, you got a music video. If you look last week, whatever, when a few of my tunes came out, I just put this camera in one room of my house and just did something. I played on the piano for a little bit. I wasn't playing to the tune, I was just sitting there kind of playing the piano. That was it. For a 5-minute tune, it's a music video, that's cool. And it is different than just putting the album artwork up there. Nothing wrong with that, but it adds another dimension, another personal touch to things, you know? Then what other content, I guess? Because I hate saying content, but that's what it is. But when there's a difference between content with, I guess, a purpose and content for content's sake, i.e. all of YouTube, reviewing things you have no real opinion on, telling somebody what they're supposed to do when there really is no single way to do it. I hate that, and that's why I don't do that on this channel. And if I do, it's few and far between, but I usually have a good reason, you know? But I'm not gonna be, what's up guys, let's do this, this, and this, and you need this, and you need this plugin. Here's my top 5 favorite VSTs that have nothing to do with what I'm doing, but I gotta make content for content's sake. Stupid. If you're gonna make something that is content, make it with a purpose, with some intention. This video is with the intention of helping you come up with ideas and other things that you may not have thought of. Radio shows, whether that's mixing, although there are a ton of them, so it's hard to kind of separate that. Podcasts, long form, podcasts isn't spoken. Long form, talking topics, talk with somebody you know. Could be within drum bass, could be not. Could be a musician, could be something else. Again, we're talking about just taking a do-it-yourself approach to putting yourself out there, finding ways that you can be known, but in a way that resonates with you. If you don't like being on camera, I hated being on camera in the beginning.
Hey guys, this is Winslow. Today we're gonna do something.
But I knew I would work my way up to it, and now I'm okay with that. But if you don't like that, again, start a blog, start something like that. Maybe Discord. That's a good way to make relationships and still share ideas with other people. But that's really it. Like, none of this is required, obviously, but it helps if you do it. You may not always strike gold with these ideas. That's okay. If it works, cool. If it doesn't work, either reassess and try to find a way to make it work, or 2, scrap it all together, try something else. Don't try anything at all. This is all at your own pace. Again, you're doing it yourself. There's no one telling you what to do. So many people are like, Duncan, I can't do this thing, or I can't do that thing. I just don't have this. Like, you don't need. You have your voice, a microphone, a camera if you want it, the internet, boom, you can do it. A certain Captain Ram thought he couldn't make a video and thought, well, not that he couldn't make a video, but then no one would care or no one would want to listen to him for half an hour. And now he's been signed up to make videos monthly because the first one basically hit gold. And I'm not saying I told you so, but I'm saying good job. Now is the rest of figuring out what to do, but that's a whole different thing. Point is, this can work. Also, we're all locked down for the foreseeable future, so you might as well try something new to go with writing music. Just a different outlet. Take your mind off drum loops and figure out how to make a recent serum for the 20th time. Or you can do that instead. You know, it really doesn't matter. Again, just ideas I'm sharing with you. Hopefully it helps. Maybe it won't. Maybe it have zero effect at all. But you gotta try first. Anyway, that's all I got for now. Catch you all in the next one.